Hi guys, Al here. Welcome to Hooks Hot Rods. Did a little wiring on the truck and got a lot of the stuff all hooked up. Just making up a bracket to hold the throttle cable. I found this piece of aluminum. It's about an 1/8 thick. It'll be plenty strong enough. I'm just going to make it fit in there, bolt down to the carburetor. Hopefully I can get it to lock into place nice and solid, and then drill a hole through here for the cable to fit through. There's the bracket all made up, and it looks like it lines up good to go. Okay, so I have the gas pedal all in and hooked up and through the firewall. Coils mounted. So I got the coil mounted there, and the bolts that I used to mount those I made a little longer, and I'm going to mount the fuse panel on the bolts. All I'm going to do is put an extra nut on and then bolt the fuse panel on so it's gapped out away from the firewall so nothing can short out. And yeah, I think that's what I'm working on next. And there's the throttle cable coming through the firewall. I used a GM 1980 GM van gas pedal. That gives me that switch there for the kickdown. Okay, this is what I built for fuse panel. I needed 3 relays, one for the fans, one for the headlight, one for the fuel pump. And yeah, it'll be always battery power and switched power. And then these 2 holes just bolt up onto the back of the coil bolts, and that'll isolate it from all of the body itself. Okay, there's the fuse panel in place. So I'm getting started on the wiring and trying to keep it nice and clean. Battery's going to go back here. I finally found the battery cable, so I'm good there. And not much I could do here. I had to run the wire along the top here and then down under, and it's up through the floor already. Put it all in that plastic loom stuff, so it should look pretty good once I'm done. And then I pulled the seats out so I could get up underneath the dash. And under here, what I did here is, sorry for the shakiness, I used zip ties loosely so that I can route all of the wires before I put it in a loom. And it holds it in place so that I can get it to the right length that I need. And then when I'm done, I'll just cut the zip ties loose, put it in a loom, and then fasten that up. Okay, so I'll get some more done and be back once I get it cleaned up. And then took it out for its first trip up the street. Okay, so the seats, I need to lower them. They're a little too high. And the brakes are pretty stiff. Takes a lot to stop it. But yeah, it's actually moved under its own power now. I still have a ton of work to do, but it moves under its own power. So this weekend coming, I'm probably going to do some of the woodwork, finish up the wiring, and I still have a leak in this header, which really sucks, because what I'm going to have to do is it's this pipe, it's cracked. I've repaired it down here and I repaired it up there. I'm actually going to have to cut a chunk out of the pipe, weld in between where the collector is, where they all join together. That's where it's cracked. So I'm going to have to cut a chunk out, weld the inside, then weld the piece back in. Which really sucks, but it's just another couple hours work. So yeah, it moves under its own power, and now I can't wait to finish it so I can get it driving. Okay, so here's a shot of it coming out of the garage and going up the street and back. And again, thanks to the new subscribers. And please leave a comment, share, and hit the like button. Okay, thanks guys. I'll try and get up another video next week.